Marcus Hunter never liked attention. He was the kind of man who moved like a shadow, quiet, precise, disciplined. That's what the Marine Corps scout snipers built him to be. One shot, one purpose, no noise. But on that gray Thursday morning, sitting inside a small-town courtroom with his hands cuffed, attention was exactly what he got. His crime? Illegal possession of a weapon. That's what the papers said. That's the lie they wanted the world to believe. But this wasn't about a weapon. This was about who had the weapon. A black man. Marcus had been driving through Southbridge County, a town so small it didn't even have a mall, just 2 gas stations and a sheriff who thought the world was his. Marcus was just passing through, heading to visit his mother out of state. The rifle in his trunk was locked, unloaded, and stored exactly by federal law. But when the sheriff pulled him over for failing to signal, everything changed. They made him step out of the car. 3 deputies, hands already resting on their guns. "Where are you headed, boy?" Boy. They saw a threat before they saw a human. They searched his car without a warrant. They found his rifle case. Their eyes lit up. "You're going to prison today." Marcus tried to explain. "I'm licensed. I'm former Marine." He never finished. They slammed him on the hood and cuffed him, and that's how he ended up here, in a cracked wooden courtroom with fading flags and no air conditioning. The town judge walked in, old and impatient. The sheriff sat in the front row, chewing on a toothpick like some kind of cowboy villain. The prosecutor smirked as he spread papers across the table. "Your Honor," he said, "this man is a danger to society. He was armed. He resisted arrest." "That's a lie," Marcus said calmly. The judge glared. "You speak when spoken to." Marcus clenched his jaw. The prosecutor continued, "We ask for the maximum sentence. 5 years in state prison. No trial, no evidence. Just a sentence." Marcus's court-appointed lawyer didn't even stand. Didn't argue. Didn't care. Marcus looked around. Nobody was on his side. Nobody. Except the truth. From the back of the courtroom, a man in a cheap gray hoodie and jeans leaned against the wooden wall, watching everything. He had arrived quietly, unnoticed, and stayed silent. His eyes were sharp, focused. He wasn't from here. He didn't belong here. He didn't move. "Not yet." The sheriff rose from his seat. "Your Honor, if I may speak." Men like him, skin like his, carrying tactical rifles through our town. He's up to no good. He thinks military service makes him special. He thinks laws don't apply to him. The courtroom snickered. Marcus stared straight ahead, face unreadable. Silence burned. The sheriff stepped closer to the defense table. "I looked you up, boy. You ain't special. You ain't even honorable discharge. They kicked you out, didn't they?" The court gasped. Marcus didn't move, but something flickered in his eyes. Pain. A secret he didn't want revealed. "Enough," said the judge. "Marcus Hunter, this county has no tolerance for armed criminals. You will be remanded." But then a door opened, and everything changed. If you're still watching, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Stories like this deserve to be heard. The man in the gray hoodie finally stepped forward. "I wouldn't finish that sentence," he said to the judge calmly. Everyone turned. "Who the hell are you?" the sheriff growled. The man ignored him. He walked to the defense table, reached into his pocket, and placed something down. A small metal pin. The courtroom froze. Not just any pin, a silver trident. The symbol of the United States Special Operations Command. A whisper rippled through the courtroom. The sheriff stepped back. Who are you?" The man lifted his head. Slowly, he unzipped the hoodie. Shoulders squared, chest straight, and beneath it, a U.S. Marine dress uniform. 4 stars gleamed. A collective gasp swept the room. He wasn't just any officer. He was General Ethan Wallace, commander of Special Operations worldwide. A living legend, a ghost of classified missions, a man who never appeared in public without purpose. He turned to the judge. "This man," he said, pointing at Marcus, "is not a criminal. He is one of the most disciplined, skilled, honorable Marines I have ever known." The judge stammered. "General Wallace, this is highly irregular." "I don't care." He stepped closer to Marcus. "I trained this man," he said quietly. "He saved 12 lives in Kandahar. He neutralized a hostile cell in Prague with a single shot from a mile out." He ended a human. trafficking operation in Somalia before anyone even knew it existed. The courtroom couldn't breathe. And as for his discharge? The general turned to the sheriff. You're wrong. He wasn't kicked out. He took a classified discharge. Because he saved my life on a mission I can never speak of. He left the Marines to protect this nation in ways you will never understand. He turned his eyes to the judge. And now you think you can put him in prison? Over a locked rifle he legally owns? The judge froze. I came here, the general said, voice steady, to apologize to Marcus Hunter. Not on behalf of the military, not on behalf of the government, but as a man who owes him a debt of life. He faced Marcus. I'm sorry I wasn't there sooner. Marcus, unshakable, unbreakable Marcus, looked down. A tear fell. The judge spoke quietly. Case dismissed. The courtroom stayed silent. Paralyzed, General Wallace reached forward and unlocked Marcus's handcuffs himself. The sheriff and deputies stared, helpless, no pride left. And when Marcus stood, the courtroom rose too. Not in fear. In respect. He didn't shout. He didn't gloat. He didn't need to. Some people speak without words. Some people are storms without thunder. And Marcus Hunter was both.